Welcome back to the live replay, everyone. Today is January 19th, and we are going to be starting on a brand new custom journal today. I'm going to just wait a few minutes, though, to get into that. I have a package that I've been wanting to unpack. I mean, it just got here, so I haven't been waiting long, but it has new charms. So I'm just going to I got some more also packaging for my white gel pen freebies. So I'm going to put that away and then show you the charms that arrived today. Most of these are not new, they're just replacement charms because I've been out of a few of our kind of go-tos for quite some time now. Let's see, come on now. What is this one? Oh, good, K charms. For the first time ever, I didn't get the full alphabet. I just got letters that I was running short on, which is so much more, like, it's not worth it financially to do it that way all the time. But there are some letters where I literally, like, U is overflowing. If I order the whole alphabet again, I'm not even going to be able to fit it. And I've got other letters that are in the same boat. So I just ordered the few letters that I was running very low on. Okay, here we've got M's. Oh yeah, we were completely out of M. We were completely out of A and J. So I think those are my other ones that I have. Hey Gail, hey Ash. We're going to be starting a new custom bullet journal. Today, I'm just quickly unboxing some charms that just arrived. Come on now, get out of there. Oh, R, I got R too. Nice. And then, oh yes, I got some different crosses. The white ones were gone. I restocked with this. Ooh. Get them in nicely. There we go. Hey, Nicole. Wait. Come on now. You know, Gail, I haven't been sharing her name yet. I'm going to wait until she actually is able to join a live, just to confirm that she wants her whole first name being out there. Letter J is restocked. Yay. Oh, Kristine. All right, she's here. It's Kristine. Surprise is over. Kristine got the next journal. Ooh, yes, I got some more of these little flowers. They come in such small packs, though. Only a pack of 5. Did I get 2 of them? I think I might have gotten 2. Yes, Kristine got the next journal. And Kristine, we're going to start with January today. We're not going to... I mean, we could do your charms if you want to, but I didn't cut the foil for the cover design or anything. I figured we'd just get right into it, because this is the part that we've been craving, is actually making the themes together. I just have a package of charms that arrived today, so I'm quickly unboxing them. Finally got more books. We ran out of bookish charms altogether a couple of weeks ago. Lovely. Wait, that's this one. Okay, good. More A charms. 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 Yay, my letters are looking nice and full. Well, some of them are still scary low. I'm gonna have to order even more soon, but we've got some more of those little bees. And I could not find the same gold bows that I used forever and absolutely love. So I got some of these, which still cute, but I'm frustrated that the same ones weren't there, because I used one on my own journal, my matcha journal, and I just love them. But we'll work with what we can find. Oh good, more books. I thought I got more books. Okay, that's it. That's it for the charms. So yeah, nothing was novel, but just a restock of a bunch of letters, bees, books, some flowers, some bows. Oh yeah, I guess these bows were technically new, but they're just replacing a different gold bow that I ran out of. Hey, Kristen. All right, let's get into Kristine's journal. So Kristine, you wanted a glacier blue journal, and for the first month, you want January 2027. Frost, snow, and cold was the prompt from you. So let me grab an empty glacier blue journal and crack it open. Make sure we found a good one. That's just a fuzz. Oh, this one's a little bit creased. Just a little, but enough that I'll go grab you a new one. Alrighty, let's try this one. So yes, let me tell you a little bit about Kristine's journal. It's going to be a full year for 2027, so we're starting off with January. We will be doing a cover design and charms, but I figured today we should just get right into the doodling because that's the part that we've been missing most. She loves blue, but we can use any colors. She does enjoy scrapbooking elements if we want to add like scrap paper, stickers, washi tape, stamps, all that kind of stuff. She's very open to. Yeah, those are kind of some of the bigger points about her journal. Why don't we go ahead and start choosing how we want to display January. And of course, Kristine, since you're here, I will be putting things up for a vote sometimes, like if we're trying to decide between two different colors or two different cover layouts. But Kristine, anytime you're here, you can override. You just put in the comment if you want one of the options over another, and that will completely override the poll. But let's go over to Pinterest. This feels so weird. We haven't done this in such a long time. But I'm gonna just search for winter doodles. And so we're gonna choose our doodle style, then we're gonna choose a layout for the cover, and then we'll actually pick up a marker and start working. So you mentioned frost, snow, and cold as your three keywords here. So I like the icicle thing is cute. I love the little igloo. I'm just gonna screenshot some like inspiration pictures. And while I'm in Pinterest, I unfortunately can't see your guys' comments because they're on the phone above me. But if you do have any preferences, Kristine, feel free to let us know. Winter doodles. I want winter doodles, but not Christmas. So many of them are like intertwined, you know? Frost, snow, and cold. Mittens, skates, toques, that kind of stuff, that works. Yeah, so many of these are Christmassy, even though I just searched winter. We don't want Christmas this time. Just different snowflake orientations. I can take a picture of that. Okay, well, I might need to go look for some more specific things once we choose a layout, but how about we go choose a layout and kind of see what we can do with what we find. So what we're gonna do is look at kind of inspiration from other bullet journals and take the layout, but not the doodles. We'll apply the winter doodles that we saved onto that layout. So we could do something like this. They obviously went with apples, but we could turn this to be like light blues and light purples and have like snowflakes and mittens or something like that as our key doodles. So I'm going to screenshot this as one potential layout that we would then apply different color palette, different doodles, different everything to that. Let's see. This is just my general bullet journal board, so some of it is just random ideas for a bullet journal theme, and some of them are actual layouts. Let's see. Just thinking, well, I guess that doesn't really make as much sense if we do that with snowflakes, like them spiraling in, because they don't swim or fly. It would work, but it just wouldn't, you know, make sense. Okay, how about, I'm gonna have this as another option, but instead of fireworks, we would have like big snowflakes, and then I like the little sparkles kind of all around. So we'd have big snowflakes kind of filling the space behind the word instead of fireworks. That's going to be another option. I always love, this is Ivana Journals. I rave about her when we do custom bullet journals because her cover designs are just, they're so cute, but they're also very like doable. And you could turn this into any theme. Like her cover designs are always so versatile. Like, you know, if we just turn like this into a toque and that into a snowflake, that into a skate, that into a snowman, you know, like we can easily turn that into a very cute little wintry title page. Let me try to find one more here. So we have 4 options. And then before we vote, I'm just going to pop back into TikTok to make sure I haven't missed anything from Kristine, if she saw something along the way that she really wanted. Let me see here. I'm trying to think, we could do something like this, but I don't know what I would have as the foreground doodle. Like maybe a snowman with like, instead of the strawberries, have chunky snowflakes or something. I'm going to take this as a potential option because it's quite different from our other ones. Now I'm going to hop back into TikTok and just see if I've been missing anything in the comments here. Kristine, if I do miss things, if there's a moderator who is available to pin Kristine's comments, if she has things that she is specifically requesting, that would be lovely. In between surgical cases, Kristen. Wow, hot chocolate, that's cute. Okay, so I haven't heard anything directly from Kristine. So in that case, we are going to go ahead and vote on the different layouts that we've seen. Kristine, of course, if you have a preference, let us know, and that will veto our vote. So as a refresher, these are some of the doodles that I just saved for inspiration. So like igloos, snowflakes, maybe little penguins, icicles, skates and winter gear, a little snow globe, snowmen, whatever, anything wintry but not Christmas. These are the 3 pictures that I saved as doodle inspiration. Now we're going to take those doodles and choose a different layout to apply them to. So this is layout number 1. And Kristen, or whichever mod is able to start the polls, if you want to wait until I'm on like the second last option or something and then start the polls so that people can vote as I finish up explaining, that would be lovely. So option number 1 would be to take this sort of grid quilt kind of idea, but turn it into a winter theme. So we would be using like light blues, light purples, and choose a couple of key winter doodles to repeat over and over like they did with the apples. So I'm thinking different snowflakes or cozy winter gear like mittens, toques, whatever. That's option 1. Option 2, January across in kind of bubbly letters. But then instead of fireworks, again, would be big snowflakes. Sorry. Option 3 would be to basically just replace these with winter doodles and then replace the coffee beans with snowflakes. That's option 3. And then option 4 would be to choose one feature winter doodle. I'm thinking like a snowman, an igloo, something like that, to have as like the juice box, and then smaller things like snowflakes or maybe like a little penguin and some snowflakes, something like that, to be the smaller like strawberry sort of doodles. So I'm just going to check. Is there a poll running already? Not yet. Kate, do you need me to start it? Oh, sorry, Nicole. 4 options. 4 options. Thank you. Okay, let me go back over there. So those are the 4 options. I'm going to go through them one more time. Option 1 is to take this, turn it into light blue, light purple with wintry doodles. Option number 2 is to take this, of course that would be January, and then big snowflakes and sparkles all around. Option 3 would be to turn each of these doodles into a winter-related doodle, maybe a skate, maybe a penguin, a snowman, whatever, and then the coffee beans into snowflakes. And then option 4 would be to choose one big wintry doodle to be like the juice box, and then have a bunch of small like snowflakes, I don't know, 2 commits, whatever we think of for surrounding that with the title of the month underneath. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are your options for the vote. I'm gonna pop back into TikTok now. iPad is the iPad Air. Aw, thanks, Andrea. Okay, option 1 by a lot. Okay, let me just pull up option. Oh. Split screen. Never works the first try. It always takes at least 3. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm just gonna count into the journal because I actually haven't spaced this out at all yet, and we definitely want her to have room for yearly spreads. So 1, 3. All right, I think this would be a good place to start because we've got 192 pages in here. So let's go ahead and grab some colors. And again, Kristine, feel free to kind of interject your opinion at any point. So I'm thinking mostly blues here and a little bit of purple. So I want to choose one lighter blue, maybe one darker blue as well. And if you guys have ideas, feel free to let me know. But let's choose a lighter blue first. I have a lot more lighter blues. Maybe let's choose a darker blue first, actually, because I do have a lot more lighter blues, so it might be easier to find a lighter blue to fit with the darker blue that we want. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna need a bunch of back-to-back polls starting up soon because we're going through colors. So I'll try to keep them all for 4. So if you could just be at the ready for a 4 option poll, that would be lovely. So let's see, are these two basically the same? Okay, they're a little bit different. What's gonna be my other dark blue? I feel like this one is pretty much identical to that. Yeah, it is, and it's a lot harder to work with. So I'm gonna eliminate that one and do this instead. Okay, 4 options. You can go ahead and start it, Kristen. I will number these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then depending which one wins, I will put up a couple of options for a lighter blue to pair it with, and then also a purple. Of course, if you think I should add any other colors, let me know, Kristine or otherwise. That's just kind of, I was picturing a more limited color palette for this one, like the sample picture only has actually like 3 colors, the inside of the apple, the red around the apple, and then a sort of orangish yellow. The colors are for, we're doing a wintry, kind of snowflakey, wintry theme for January in this new custom bullet journal that we're starting today. All right, poll is up. So we're choosing a dark blue first, then we're going to choose a light blue to pair it with. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. Go ahead and cast your votes in the poll. And of course, Kristine, if there's one that you want, just say it and we'll do it. And then I've got some light blue options to swatch for you next. If you could go ahead and put your votes in, there's that little blue and white clipboard icon at the very top of the screen, like right under my username. That's where they need to go in order for TikTok to actually count them. So go ahead and cast your votes in there and we'll get you counted. I feel like I'm seeing some new names in the chat. Are you guys new today? If so, welcome here. Oh, thank you for the follow. All right, which one won the poll? Option 4. Okay, cute. I feel like I don't use that color nearly as often as I should. And then go ahead and start another poll like pretty much right away. It'll just take me a second here to swatch colors to match, but it won't take long. Joanne, if you're watching on a computer, it won't be available to you, but if you're watching on a phone or an iPad, it should be available to you. Right underneath my name, you should see a little blue and white. It'll look like a clipboard. You should see that. Let's see here. Maybe this. Yeah, that's a good array of light blues. Okay, let me number those, but I'm sure you guys can guess what each number is. Oh, on the computer? Yeah, so if you're watching on a computer or if you have the comment box open to leave a comment, you won't see the poll, but otherwise you should be able to. We occasionally do have glitches with TikTok where people actually just can't see the poll for no particular reason. Please choose a light blue to pair with this darker blue. But that doesn't usually happen. Usually you should just be able to see it there. I'm gonna put my blues away and then start preparing some purples for you guys. Oh, good. I'm so glad you guys chose number 4. Sometimes I get to that point where I'm swatching and I'm like, okay, there's a right answer here. Let's hope they agree. All right, would you start another poll right away if you don't mind? We'll choose one more color to pair with the 2 circled blues. We're gonna choose a soft purple as well. Option 1, 2, 3. Oh, what happened to my numbering? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Guess how many toddlers I've been chasing around all day? No, this is the new custom, Michelle. We're starting a January theme that's going to be very like wintry, snowflakey. So that's what we're choosing colors for here. I'm trying to count. Okay, I think this dot grid, the theme that we chose to kind of, the layout, sorry, that we chose to emulate is, I'm trying to gauge, okay, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Oh, okay, so their spaces must be 6 by 6 dots instead of, I was gonna do 5 by 5. So we'll do 6 by 6 just like they did. Thank you guys for voting. Did we lock in our last color? Oh my goodness. That was so close. Wait, number 1 and 3 tied, is that right? Ooh. It's a tie. Okay. Let me see here. I'm going to put them all together. Kristine voted 3. Ooh, thanks for checking. Okay, let's see. Kristine chooses 3. Lovely. I love that. Let's do it. Okay. Now, time to actually put the marker to the paper and start drawing. This feels like it's been ages since we've done one of these. I just want to make sure that my space estimate based on the picture was right. So I was thinking it was the little squares on the picture were probably 6 by 6, and we've got 4 of them across the top. So that'd be 24, which would be 12 centimeters. Yes. Okay, I think I'm right. So we got 6 by 6. Okay. So then I just got to count groups of 6 going down. So 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6. Excellent. Yes, the replays will be on YouTube, absolutely. All right, so it looks like in our sample picture, they used the darkest color to do kind of a border between each one and then a sort of lacy border around. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing. I just wanted to make sure that I had my spacing totally right with a light color before committing to the dark, but now we're good. Oh, the music. That's why it feels so quiet in here. thank you. I just forgot. Just did not cross my mind. It does sound kind of quiet too. Is it quiet? So in our sample picture, I'll just show you guys the sample picture again. So it's all apples. That's kind of the only doodle we have going on there. It's a few different variations of apples. Let me see, is it 4 different variations? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 different variations of apples, but they're all apples. So I'm wondering if I should go all snowflakes and just like different styles of snowflakes, or if we want to bring in different winter doodles. What do you guys think? Go all in with snowflakes or assorted winter doodles? And yeah, I'll probably choose like 4 doodles and then just repeat them in a pattern. I want to give you another example because I actually just did this same sort of thing. What am I dropping? Oh, my pen. For my February theme, I basically chose like 2 different patterns related to hearts and then had like a patterned block of my quilt, the yellow plaid. So we could do, yeah, this is another example of just like repeating the same, only hearts is the doodle over and over, you know? So it definitely works. Okay, and could I get a mod? If Kristine comments, would you just pin it if you're available? Again, I never want my mods to feel pressure, like they have to just have like eagle eyes on the live the whole time. I don't think I'd have the attention span for that. I would have this on like in the background while I'm also doing something else. So I don't want to put pressure on, but if you're available and Kristine comments, go ahead and pin that so that I can certainly not miss her input. Yes, Lizette, this is Kristine's bullet journal. And it's a full year starting in 2027. So we're starting right with January and working through all 12 months in order. Hey, Paige. Okay, so it seems like most people were saying, oh, it actually looks like a pretty decent split. I mean, I guess we could put it up to a poll. That's true, they do have it speak comments. I don't know if I'd like that. Does it tell them who commented it? Because that's actually what I care about. I don't really care to hear every comment. I just want to know who. Sorry, that sounded really mean. I do care to hear your comments, but it just happens so often that people will like spam a number during a poll, like 4, 4, 4, 4. I don't want to hear that. Neither do you, I'm sure. Yes, I haven't been on long, Paige. We spent the first little while unboxing some new charms that just came in today. Mostly repeat charms, just like restocking. And then we spent the next chunk of time kind of planning out this theme. So these are the first marker strokes, what you're seeing here. We haven't done any other page. Oh yes, it's Kristine, and she is here today. So Kristine is one, I'm sure lots of you guys will remember her name page. We did her name in navy blue and then a Rottweiler. That was my Rottweiler doodle, was Kristine's name page. It was quite open-ended, Michelle. Like, she gave a prompt for every month, but you know, I've got some people who send like pictures for almost every month, and that makes it a lot more like closed to me, which is totally fine, but you know. So yeah, she gave a prompt, but they're mostly quite open prompts. Like this one was just like winter, frost, snow. So lots of room for interpretation. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. I'm just trying to think. If I were to do just snowflakes, what would my snowflake variations be? I'm thinking I would have one. I would have, let me think here. One with like a solid fill background in one of the colors and then do the snowflakes on in white gel pen. And then maybe two with like different styles of large snowflakes. And then a third, or a fourth, yikes, counting. A fourth with, I could just do a different color backdrop with white gel pen snowflakes. Or I could do a solid color backdrop with a big white gel pen snowflake instead of just a little one. Okay. I think maybe let's do something like that. So I want to see. Okay, so how they did was have, so I'm going to do a solid fill purple. Yes, Livia, we are making a custom journal. So this is actually the very first page. Normally, if you come to these, I can show you like months that we've already completed, but this is the first page, so I can't do that yet. But basically, we are going to hand draw all 192 of these pages together for Kristine, who ordered this journal. Thank you. It really depends how many other things keep me busy. But if I'm just kind of like trucking through it on my live streams, it usually takes about a month. But it depends how many other orders I get in the midst of that, because I do personalize all of my empty journal orders as well, just not to the same level. Okay. And then, would it be crazy to do a dark blue fill? Would that be too dark? Ooh. Would that be too dark? I'm trying to decide. Maybe too dark? Okay. Let me think then. Too dark? I don't know what yes means. Sorry, Lynn. Yeah, I would use white pen on it. It would have a white gel pen pattern on top, but like just like this one will. But I'm gonna fill it with dark blue. You know, that's what I was considering. But while we decide, why don't I just start off by doodling this snowflake for this one. So that's supposed to be my white gel pen, not blue. So I'm gonna do, this one is gonna have a big white snowflake, and then whatever other color we choose for a solid fill is gonna have multiple small white snowflakes. Oh no, Ashley, this is just a cover page. This is just gonna be her January cover. Yeah, it's not gonna be used for anything. This is just the cover page, and then we'll make all of her other pages after this. Yeah. Oh, thank you, IB. The title, so let me show you this is the picture that we are drawing inspiration from, but turning it into winter. So the title is gonna go on top. We'll use some scrap paper, and at that time we'll choose like if we wanna do stamps just like that one, or if we wanna do a different font, and then we'll glue it on top. Is this a journal? So Olivia, it's like, so this is my like pre-made journal, which is also drawn by hand, but it's like a coloring book for you to draw color in. So the title page every month, you're not gonna write in, but pretty much every other page is for you to write in. So there will be like a calendar, some trackers, memory tracking, that kind of stuff, weekly spreads. Hers is gonna have slightly different pages because she gets to choose all the pages. It's not just kind of my stock pages that come in my pre-made journal. But yes, that's the idea. This page she won't be writing on, but every other page is like used for planning, every other page of the month. But this is just the monthly title. Rachel, we're gonna paste it on top. That's what our inspiration picture had. It had it like stamped onto a scrap paper and pasted on top. So we're gonna do something along those lines. Livia, this like hand-drawn one, I only open one at a time. And since we're just starting this one, it'll probably be about another 6 weeks till I have another opening. They are also fairly pricey, so that depends on, you know, if that's what you're looking for or not. But I do always have my pre-made journals available. These ones you can order anytime. You can still customize certain elements like your cover design, your charms, and then a name page as well, which I didn't do in mine, but I can write your name over here with a fancy theme. So those are always available to order. All right, let me do the next page here. Or the next box. I'm just looking at some of my Snowflake options that I saved. I feel like snowflakes should be like the easiest thing to draw, but once I've done this design, I'm like, okay, what other designs are there? I know every snowflake is unique. There should be so many things that come to my mind, but there's just not. Okay, let's do, this one looks nice. Wait, maybe I'll do smaller snowflakes on this one and then put bigger snowflakes on the next one. Yeah, right? Yeah, we'll do smaller snowflakes in light blue and dark blue on this one. This box that's gonna move along like this. And then on the next one, we'll do one bigger snowflake. Okay, so then for these ones, I'm just gonna do little blue snowflakes. Monique, the journals are from my own shop. So I sell them empty, I sell them with my like pre-made hand-drawn designs, and then I do this as well, the full customs every once in a while. I'm gonna add some dark blue snowflakes to this box as well, don't worry, to fill in the gaps. Aw, that's sweet, Abby. I've got two boys and I have baby books for them, but they're not very cute. Like I don't do bullet journal stuff in them. I really would love to. I just feel like all of my artistic journaling energy is gone once I'm done working for the day, you know? It just feels like if I'm not capturing it for content or something, it's just a waste. So I just do simple journaling for them, which is whatever, bit of a shame, but maybe one day I'll make something fancier. Oh, I forgot this one. Silly me. Yes, I did. Don't really know how, but there's a will, there's a way. Yes, I did use white gel pen on the purple squares. Laura, this one, I had multiple technical issues trying to get it listed. So it took me almost 45 minutes from the like launch time to actually have everything running smoothly. So it sold shortly after that, but it was not a very smooth launch this time around, unfortunately. Okay, wait, here. Make sure I'm drawing in the right box. All right, and then let's do another Actually, maybe I don't want to do a solid fill. Maybe I could do a light blue solid fill instead of dark blue, and then I'll do a light blue or a dark blue snowflake on top instead of it being basically like just a copy of the purple square, but with dark blue instead. Do hate these chisel tip mild liners, but whatever. Thank you guys. All right, let me take a quick sip of my tea here. Carol, this one is for Kristine. Kristine got this custom journal. All right, let me see. Now, I might just do like a big-ish dark blue one, but not too big, because I want to do another big one on here, I think, instead of having those two be almost identical, you know? So I think I'm going to do a medium-sized snowflake over here, and then we'll do like white gel pen sparkle dots around it. That's what I'm thinking. Hold on, let me see. I thought I saw a cute snowflake pattern to copy. Why are snowflakes actually hard to draw? They should be easy. Well, that one's kind of fun. Okay, let's try that one. So we'll do kind of a medium-sized one, but it's gonna have little guys poking out of there, and then straight lines going across there, and then dots. Okay, workshop that one. Straight, straight, straight. Pokey, 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 dot. All right, and then we will use white gel pen around it to make some like snowflake type sparkles. Hey, Lauren. Okay, I don't know what this chocolate bar friend is up to, but if it keeps going and I don't know, maybe he's just a silly guy, or maybe a weird bot. I didn't even read the jokes. Are they funny? Oh, no. Now we can take them off. Bye, buddy. Did I do anything? Sorry, guys. That should help. Oh, yay, Terry. Lovely. Stephanie, not really. I've definitely run into that problem with other brands, but not with my Languo. Yes, Pretty Fools. This is Kristine's custom journal. She's starting it at the beginning of 2027, so she won't actually be able to use it for a while, but we do get to go through the months in order, which is kind of fun. We don't always get to do that with custom journals. So this is going to be January's title page, and we're going to paste on the title after we're done all the doodles. Uh, 12 months, yep, 12 months. Alrighty, so there's that square. Now for the next one, I'm thinking another big snowflake and maybe light blue. We do have a lot of light blue going on though. We could do purple. Let me just take a sip of tea. If anyone cares about the color, now's your time, now's your chance to voice your opinion. I don't think I'll do another full fill one, Lace of Spades. I do love the white gel pen, but I think we've already got enough of that going on. Purple, purple, purple. Okay, let's do purple. So I'm gonna do purple. Okay. And then we're gonna do spikes in between. And then things going out. Dot on the end. And these little guys. All right, there we go. Livia, people get to pick for this one. So yeah, I actually should talk about that next because the pages that you chose, Kristine, sorry, let me consult a monthly calendar, 2-page calendar with a notes box, and then a chore tracker. The chore tracker will be right on this page here, or cleaning tracker, whatever you want to call it. Kristine, if you're still here, do you have a vision for what that will look like, or do you want me to just kind of tell you what I would do and see if you want to make any changes? Hey Terry, welcome here. This is the first page that we've done in Kristine's journal. This is a time-consuming cover design compared to many. I just feel like we've been working on it for so long, but we're still just on the cover. Okay, Kristine, so what I would probably do is kind of, let me show you my yearly cleaning tracker that I added to my journal. It's not part of this journal. I used one of my blank pages for it, but I did like kind of categories: weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, other, and then have a spot for each month. But what I would do for myself for a monthly cleaning tracker would be like, yeah, a heading for weekly, and then the column over here will be for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, you know? And so weekly, then below bi-weekly, and then below either monthly or other, whatever headings you want. But that's how I would do it. I would have a column with all of your tasks split into kind of different sections over there. And then like, these are my 4 weeks in January, my 4 weeks in February. I haven't actually started using this yet. That's my bad. But that's what I would do along the side here. Would have 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 weeks, depending on the month. And then you can check it, like do a light color dot in the months that you're supposed to do that, or the weeks when you're supposed to do that task. And then actually check it off or write in the date or whatever when you actually do it. That's what I would do if it were mine. But you can make any sort of changes to that. You can go on Pinterest and find one that suits you better if that doesn't sound like it would suit you. Whatever. Like that idea? So roughly what proportions, what headings, so like weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, other, anything like that, and what-ish proportions, you know, like roughly 6 lines for weekly or whatever. Maybe if you could just do like the heading and then roughly the number of tasks. And if you could put that all into one comment so that I can pin it, that would be lovely. So yeah, just write like whatever heading you want first. So weekly, and then 8 if you want 8 lines for weekly or whatever. Okay. Now, I feel like this is looking really cute. We need to decide how we want to do, would I do a custom for business tracking? Yep, Lace of Spades, you can choose pretty much whatever kind of bonus pages you want. So our sample picture has the month title stamped on and then pasted on. So we're gonna do something like that. We could do a few options. So option 1, let me think of my options here and probably write them out so that I don't forget them. Where are my alphabet stamps? I haven't used them in a long time because I haven't been doing customs. Okay, so let me just find a J. Oh, sorry, my stamp set is prone to falling apart. H-I-J. Okay, so option 1, we could do stamps. Option 2, we could do calligraphy. All of this would be done on a separate page and then paste it in. Option 3, we could do some kind of like font like this. I'm trying to think if we need an option 4. I think maybe that's good. So we're gonna choose a font, and then that is going to be drawn on a separate paper and then either ripped or cut, whatever, and pasted on top of here for the January heading. Oh, Kristine, and then just roughly how many tasks you need to be able to fit in each category. So if you need to fit like 8 weekly tasks, you know, I just want to make sure I give you enough space for each thing. And it can just be a rough estimate. It doesn't have to be super specific. Okay, so let's do a poll here. I will just grab it because we haven't done one in a sec, so I don't know if there's anyone trigger ready to do a poll. So we're gonna choose option 1, 2, or 3 for our title, which font we want to use. 1, 2, or 3 for a January title. We're gonna draw it onto a separate piece of paper and then paste it on, kind of scrapbooky. So 1, 2, or 3. go ahead and cast your vote. 8 spaces for weekly. Okay, what about the other categories, Kristine? I'm gonna need to write this down so that it doesn't get lost in the comments. Okay. Now I dropped my pen on the floor before, as we all heard. Okay, so weekly 8-ish. If you could cast your votes, that little poll icon is up in the corner. White and blue looks like a clipboard. That's the only way it will be counted. We're not counting comments. I don't know, Kristine. Let's see. This was just off the top of my head, but I came up with 5 weekly, but I combined a lot of things, you know, to make it fit all of my different categories for the year. But you would have plenty of room to do like 8, 8, and 8 if you just want to keep it safe and flexible. Like 8 weekly, bi-weekly, and then, sorry, what was the other category you said? Was it monthly or other? Option 2, 1. Okay, lovely. Then let me grab a paper. I just want a nice thick paper. Do I have a thick white paper? I don't think I do. I have brown craft paper, but that's not what we voted on. I have dock grid paper. Maybe we can use the dock grid paper and make a monthly. Okay, sorry, I'm just writing that down for you, Kristine, so that I don't need to ask again. So we'll do roughly 8, 8, 8. There's probably even gonna be more room than that, but I'll keep them fairly equal then if you don't have a strong leaning for like which category needs more space. All right, let me put this away. Since we're not using the stamps and they just fill up so much space on my desk. Lovely, Kristine. Sounds like a plan. All right, so let me think here. January. I'm trying to decide, maybe I'll just do it just like the sample picture. It has the title and then it has a little kind of border around it. So let's just do J-A-N-U. R-Y. And then maybe a purple border or the light blue border. What do we think? I'm thinking maybe purple. And 5 dots tall. Does that sound good? 1, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. Oh, maybe 6 was too tall. No, 6 is good. I'm gonna thicken up the border. I decided not to do a dark blue border just because the whole border of the sort of quilty background is dark blue. I don't know. Do you think that's why I should have? And on this side, I want to go up a little. Let's cut this out and see if we regret going with the purple. Is the purple too light? What do you think? Do we need to change it? I can change it. I would just do a row of dark blue and then cut off the purple. Too light, too light, too light. Blends in a bit. Okay. And let's make it match then.